New Orleans.
I went and burned the
Fun show. We talk shrimp, petroleum, scouting combine, pelicans, baseball,
bike lanes,
bicycling,
bike lanes, mountain
Denmark,
biking,
Copenhagen. Copenhagen turn. We've taken a bunch of turns, but it was a fun show today. If you missed any of it, sports1280.com, NOLA.com. now there's a horse in there.
We haven't talked horse.
Clyde almost spit out stuff everywhere, Dave. You just,
That just came out of nowhere. We weren't expecting it.
Sports1280.com, NOLA.com, iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube page, and Clyde always does a great job with the recaps.
He does.
On NOLA.com.
We give him grief, but we love him.
Absolutely. Bringing up the Lamar Jackson debate, I think that's great. The Kenny Vaccaro stuff, Clyde.
It was fun.
We'll keep you around.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
Mustard costume or not?
No mustard costume, please.
There you go. All right, let's hear from Derrius Guice. Running backs are going to be in full display. I think it's pretty consensus that Derrius Guice is the number 2 running back behind Saquon Barkley. And Saquon Barkley is I would be with you, Jeff. If I were a team in need of a weapon and didn't need a quarterback, I would have no problem taking him, just like I wouldn't have any problem with the way the Jags took Leonard Fournette. I think when you got a bona fide guy, you go get him, just like Zeke Elliott. Idiot, stupid stuff beside of Zeke Elliott, he's a great player.
Yeah, and I think the bust factor is very low on Saquon Barkley, right? And that's what you should be trying to do is when you're the Cleveland Browns, you just need players. I mean, they need players all over the board, and I think he would take the pressure off whatever quarterback they bring in there. So go get him, and then I think they also have like the 9th pick or 8th pick or something like that. They have another pick very high where they could address quarterback if they needed to. I'm pretty sure they have 2 picks at the top.
Yes, Cleveland has the 1st and the 4th.
The 4th pick.
Okay, yeah, even higher.
Yeah.
So they could get a quarterback at 4, but get the best player in the draft by most evaluations. And I think the other guy that looks to me like a no-brainer is the guard from Notre Dame. What's his name? Quentin
Nelson.
Quentin Nelson. I think if they drafted Barkley and Nelson 1 and 4, or Minka Fitzpatrick, they'd have 2 bona fide future Pro Bowlers.
Well, you talk about Saquon Barkley. I think the bust factor on Derrius Guice is low. I think we haven't seen everything he can do, and he actually addresses this because they don't exactly throw the ball to him a lot at LSU, and I think that's something I think he could actually be pretty good at in the NFL. So let's hear what Derrius Guice had to say. Again, about 2 minutes of some Q&A with different media. I just figured run it all at once. So here's Derrius Guice.
Been a foregone conclusion in the media. Does that make it personal for you?
No. I'm still out here to do what I was preparing to do.
What's that?
Train hard and do everything to the best of my ability.
What's maybe the most important thing that you want to show while you're here this week?
Speed. So really focusing on a good 40 time.
How would you describe your strengths?
I'm very powerful. On the field, one guy rarely ever tackles me. At LSU, we don't really pass the ball much, so I can't really speak on my receiving end. It's just not how we operate our offense, but I'm pretty good receiving as well. I'll show you guys that tomorrow as well.
Does seeing Leonard have success as a receiver maybe, help boost your confidence, or maybe, show other teams that just because you're at LSU doesn't mean you can't be a pass-catching back?
I mean, you're right. A lot of guys, say I can't catch and stuff just because, on film I don't really catch as much because we don't throw the ball. I feel like people shouldn't really speak on things they don't really see much of, so.
How tough was it finally getting, the opportunity to be the guy this year, but then having to deal with the injuries?
I mean, it happens. It's football. I had to get adjusted to that role last year when Leonard was out with injuries. So I pretty got adjusted to that role early last year. In this past season, injuries suck, but, you got to fight through it and keep going. I mean, I got to show them the receiving drills tomorrow,
Have you had to work on your route running or anything since you've been through much of it, or is that just kind of there and you're just waiting to show people?
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody worked on the route running for the drills and stuff. That's just about it.
How much is family on your mind this week, especially your father, as you go through this?
Not at all. Focusing on the drills. Got to lead the family at home.
But how much did your upbringing shape who you are, though? It seems like, obviously you run with a lot of passion, and you talked about your story in the past and what happened growing up. And much of that do you bring with you as a player, you think?
I pretty much bring all of it with me as a player. I think about the struggles, I encountered with early in life, and how my mom struggled, as a single parent, raising me and my older brother. And, I just want better for her and myself. And, I run with that passion on the field because I just don't want me and my mom to struggle anymore.
There you go.
Derrius has been slated, I've seen around 20 to Detroit. They could certainly use a running back. I've seen him projected, say, to the Steelers. I've seen him a couple of times be projected out of the first round as far as being maybe like an early second round pick, maybe like second or third pick in the second round. But I just think that Derrius Guice is going to be a good NFL player. I don't see his skill set. I think he's going to be a capable receiver. I think the things he wants to display, I'm curious to see how fast he is. I think with the 40 time that we saw the over-under was it like 4.38?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know if he's going to run that fast, but I do think he's certainly a ready-made running back.
Yeah, what's his
play
speed?
Right away.
Do we know what his speed? I don't think I quite know what Guice.
How fast he is?
Yeah.
Well, I know that at one point, I believe this past year when he was on one of his runs, I think they clocked him at just under 20 miles an hour at his top speed. So he's got some. He's got a burst of speed, especially once he gets past, I think, once he gets to those second and third levels. If guys miss tackles on him, it's going to literally from that point be a you have to get your fastest guy on him. But guys, what I was going to say is I was around Derrius a lot. I've been around Derrius a lot over the course of his career at LSU, specifically the last 2 years when he took the reins after Leonard was hurt his last year, and then the year before that. That's the most serious I've heard Derrius in an interview for a long stretch of time in the amount of time that I've been around him. He's on a mission. He is taking this combine very seriously. I can hear it in his voice. I can hear it in the way he's answering questions. I think he knows that people are questioning whether or not he could be a capable running back in the NFL. And from just hearing those answers and hearing that interview,
2 minutes.
He is absolutely 100% laser focused on smashing this entire combine. And then once he gets to his pro day, solidifying whatever spot he's going to take. And his quote yesterday about if you don't draft me, I'm going to make your defense's life hell.
I'm glad you said that because that wasn't in that soundbite, and that was the primo quote from him that if you don't draft me, I'm going to make your
Your defense.
What is it? Defense.
Yeah, I'm pulling.
I'm
up
going to
right
terrorize
now.
your defense,
Something like that. Yeah, pretty in your face kind of a comment. And I think maybe Derrius is looking at this as, at first he was a top 10 pick going into his junior season. Injuries slipped a little bit. I think also the fact that Saquon Barkley is now
who just hit a 41-inch vertical.
Jeff was saying earlier, Saquon Barkley is the number one, no doubt about it. And I do think that Derrius wants to elevate his stock and be drafted higher. I think he's going to be drafted late first, early second, and I think he's going to be a very good pro.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think he's going to be a really good pro. He's a low risk player.
If you don't draft me, I'm going to give your defense hell. That is what he said. That is what he said he is saying to NFL teams when he's being interviewed.
Well, when we come back Monday, we'll have a bunch of these results and be able to get a little better gauge of where we go. And then next week on NOLA.com, we're going to be starting our Saints mock drafts, which is always fun. So absolutely. So, all right, you missed any of the show, NOLA.com. You can check out the update and then sports1280.com, NOLA.com, iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube page. Eric Asher coming up next. He's at Tracy's. My place. I like it. So go check him out over there. We'll be back here on Monday. Sports1280, NOLA.com, and the iHeartRadio app. Enjoy the weekend. Dunc Holder.